Hello, everybody. AOG Gaming here, back with another day on Outer Plane. Sorry, I was supposed to say video. um, I'm trying to look for. Where is it? Isn't it the daily sign in? Yeah, okay. So we are basically at the end of the third week. Um, we've gotten a lot of stuff. Like, did this. I don't know, it does slow down a decent amount. I still haven't completed chapter 11 because, again, Leo, that chapter is a paywall 100%. It's either that or a progress bar, but it feels more like a progress bar, honestly, just because of the way that I'm playing the game. So I think I'm not going to redact my later statement because I still think it's necessary for late game. Because, like, I am still feeling a slowdown, and it's this fast. Like, 3 weeks into the game, I shouldn't feel like the game should slow down like after a month. That's about what Mobile Legends is. Like, after a month, it kind of slows down, which is fine because you already have a well built team. I am pretty close to that, but yeah, I wish I got more 3 stars. I haven't gotten a single goddamn 3 star since Valentine, which actually was not that long ago, but I'm a few summons in already, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm almost halfway so that I can get another copy of Akari. I mean, at that point, I'll just get another copy of her. But yeah, it's really hard to get 3 stars. I don't know why. I mean, the chances aren't that bad, but I just keep getting some really horrible. Wait, where the? Oh yeah, I clicked the wrong button. Chance and fail. So it's 2.5 for a 3 star because it's the rate up half percent. Sorry, half of that percentage to the rate up, and then all the other units are on the other percent. Um, I mean, yeah, this it sucks. It sucks. But again, this could be me just getting bad luck. So again, I don't know what other. And to be fair, like I haven't had bad luck. Okay, I may not have gotten more 3 stars, and I really just want dupes. So that I can start pushing content. But yeah, as you can see, I'm almost a full copy of Akari. I'm almost there. So basically, I can get her to 4 stars without even needing an extra copy from the draw, which kind of sucks. But if I do get a copy of her from the banner, that'll be really nice because then I'll be able to get her 5 star pretty quickly. So, here's the one thing I do want to mention, right? So this is what I was talking about, shards, and how the side story. It's actually you get 15 because you get 3 per and then times 5. However, there's this new thing that might change it a little bit, though I'm still not redacting the statement that I think they should add for basically 20 uh challenges to the side story so that you can actually grind 4 different shards for 4 different heroes, because that'll just be amazing. Like it'll be really good. So here's the thing that's like I'm like, okay, this makes it better, but there still needs to be more progress, especially for late game. So maybe after you clear floor 100, I don't know, on the tower, whatever. Let's go to adventure first. So challenge the skyward tower. That's what it's called. So after you clear floor 100, because I'm like halfway, which is fine. I think I can reach close to level 100 by the end of the month, and then eventually level 100. Which I think by then you should see either not an increase in grind, but a more 3 stars. And I feel like that there's nothing in the game that gives you 3 stars other than the shards, and it's really slow. This Sigma thing is really good though. So this is what I'm saying. You get a 3 star after you complete this Skyward Tower, and then actually I think you get a little bit more and the copy, because I think a copy is 150 shards. That's why they give you 150 for the banner. Um, I mean I showed y'all, but I guess I can show you again. So yeah, if you go to Millage Recruit, you get 150, and I'm pretty sure that's what you get when it's their banner. But then when it's not their banner, you only get 50, which is really bad. That's only a third. So this is the thing where I'm like, okay, the shards, they're not impossible to get, but there are some things you can do. So first, there the so okay, yeah. So first I do have to mention this thing. So the fire thing up here is for boosts, right? Um, it in, this one increases for side story. Increases pieces received by 40%. So this is the one thing where I'm like, oh, so this does make it easier to actually get the shards. You only get 20 per hero though, so it's still not a lot, but it's enough that it does make a difference. So I am saying that's amazing. I love that this game is, again, that they're still trying to keep it free to play friendly. But yeah, so the side story challenges 10 is fine, and I got 20, right. So if we go to it, you get four, and you also get multiple of the, I guess, the rare hero, which is really nice as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just five extra shards or pieces, which is like, okay, well, technically 10 if you count, you know, the other hero you're going to do, which I've been doing Valentine because I almost have her at 5 stars, so that's really nice. Um, and then I'll probably move on to Siron because she's only at 4 stars still, and I did grind for her a little bit, but I am nowhere close to her 5 stars, so I'll grind for that. And then yeah, I probably won't get Akari to 5 star because I want to get, like, I'm not gonna grind for her until I get her. Maybe I'll get a little pieces so that if I do get a copy of her in her banner, then I can just instantly 5 star her, transcend 5 star her. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for the shards. That's really all I wanted to mention because it is something, like, this channel is specifically for bringing free to play content and showing you guys how free to play it is. Um, all right, so I think that's pretty much all I had to mention because that's like something, like, I told y'all that's something they need to fix. So they do have something in the game that I didn't mention that they had. So I just wanted to FYI, I'm a human. I made a mistake. Here's the mistake. I didn't know that they had this because I mean, I saw some rotation, but I didn't know that they would do it for the side story, which I'm like, amazing. What else could we ask for? Um but I don't think that's enough, especially for people who are trying to build those 5 star 3 stars and then 6 star 3 stars. It's going to take them a little bit longer, especially when, as they add more units. That's what I'm saying, everybody. I'm thinking the long term. So whoever commented, I'm not gonna show y'all and bully. You can check my video and don't bully them. Don't harass them. Obviously, they asked a genuine question. I love that they did, because it got me coming back to the game, doing more research, looking at stuff. Obviously, continuing playing the game, and then I responded and I said, yes, the game is still free to play friendly, even without this 40% buff. Like the 15 pieces, like the fact that you can get a 3 star and it guarantees you a 6 star of that hero is like, I'm telling you guys, my mind is like, finally a company that understands what a game is and just doesn't go for money. So yeah, that's what I love about the game. And obviously the battle mechanics are so fun. Um, they do get a little tedious though. I do have to switch up my teams, but that is because I've only been using 4 characters really. I mean, they're really good, so you can't really blame me. Um, okay, so we're gonna get you to 3 stars. Here's our account progress. I guess we can start talking about that. So we got two, three, four, five, six 4 stars. So Lily, Flamberg, Eva, Claire. We got to 5 stars. She's very close to 6 stars. So we're gonna have a 6 star healer. Um, she is actually pretty decent. So, and I did upgrade her skills because I had I mean, I guess this is technically a unit I've built, but I don't know. She's just a healer. Oh, barrier, I guess, and attack. So maybe she can be used. Oh yeah, definitely for speed cleave, barrier and attack. That, and you get sustained recovery. Wait, increases sustained recovery duration by 2 turns. Why is that on this one? Isn't that part of her first skill? Oh, it's her passive effect. So I'm assuming it's every time she takes her turn. Yeah, and the best thing about the rares and the uncommons is that they take less of these materials to upgrade, so they're actually pretty easy to max out their skills. That's what I love. So once I get her to 6 star, it'll be lickety. Well, where am I even getting copies of her? So this is what I love about the side story too. Not only do they give you copies for one hero, but they do it for two. So not here. That's Fion, Fion, Fion. I'm not even gonna try. um, Pretty sure it wasn't here, was it? Oh, it is here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because they're both fire units. All right, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we're very close to maxing out Claire. That'll be nice. Actually, we just need one more day and we have her at 6 star. Oh my god, we're getting our first 6 star unit, and it hasn't technically been 3 weeks. It's one more day until 3 weeks. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. It's amazing. I'm like, I'm actually super happy now because I can now start doing character reviews. 6 star Claire. Like this is, of course, I'm gonna max out her skills before I do the review, and then I'm gonna upgrade her. But the upgrade is just a stat increase, so it doesn't really matter. I'll upgrade her a little bit. Of course, I'm gonna enhance her level because I have to speak the right terms because each game has different terms for stuff. So it's not upgrade her level; it's enhance her level. It's upgrade the hero with the stones, and then it's transcend the hero to a certain amount of stars. Ah, when you're a video game addict, the terms just go out, and you're just like, oh yeah, it's this, and it's like what you call everything that. So anyway, what I've been doing in the meantime, because obviously adventure is kind of paused for me right now. I've been doing arena, so I got to gold 3. I can definitely push further. I have a really fast team, so this is really funny because like, so here's the thing, right? Can I even look at their equipment? I want them to do something right, and that is a way for me to look at their equipment, because when you're doing this, you can't look at it. So every time, just the quality of life thing, you have to go out, you have to go to your thing, as far as I know, and then you can check the gear on your heroes. And I want them to do that for the opponents too, because that's something this light didn't do, and it makes PvP just a shit chest. Shit fest of RNG. That's literally what PvP in this light is. That's a whole nother separate topic. But yeah, it that was the main one of the main problems why I kept failing. It's because it's literally just RNG based, because you don't know what you're fighting. But if you knew what you were fighting, you could avoid certain battles because you're like, all right, well, I know I'm going to lose that, so I'll go fight this. And you could check their gear and you could be like, well, that character is overpowered with that kit and that gear, so I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna no, thank you. Um, Another thing I want to mention is I have 4 heroes all upgraded to level or third level, I guess. They have these markers, so I can't really show you, but like you see where I'm tapping right next to the character symbol on Valentine. It's her type, so fire, and then it's battle type or character type. I forgot what it's called. Um, so she's a ranger, and then below that there's the 3 white like segments of a circle, and then one that's gray, and then the center. That's the upgrade. I'm assuming each of those will light up white, which is a really cool. I really like that it's like unique. It's not just levels. It's just, oh yeah, you just upgrade the hero. They need a certain level, so you need to enhance them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You increase their stats, and then it shows this like cool little thing. And I think that's when you unlock your second attribute or whatever it's called, because the heroes do have second. Like look up here, they do have second attributes, but you don't see them till later. And also, it's like a very faint white. So maybe I'll see that. And then I don't know what that is. That's very cool. Like this symbols here that I don't understand. Because if I go to like the codex, right? This is where you can check everything. I showed y'all where to go. You go to, well, I guess we can just click anyone, right? Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, yeah, here. What does this do? Oh, you can see the different upgrade levels. Okay. Oh, I thought the little square was going to have multiple. Okay, so it stops at 100. That makes sense because the level 100 is the max. Okay, so it's like a 2k increase in stats. I would say that's pretty decent, and it's a little bit less for the lower levels, which is fine. Because, of course, you don't need that big of an increase, and you're going to have other stuff. But yeah, I wonder what this is. I hope they do more with it. Because that looks like Paladin or Knight, maybe. Like, if they have those things and, like, gear or special equipment or something actually works with it, I'll be really interested in that. All right, so that was it for like my account so far. I have to show you my gear now. Um, I do have some ridiculous gear, but mostly it's like I've just been getting trying to get speed gear. So I do have some 5-star equipment, so that's nice. Um, but yeah, it does take a lot of tickets unless you want to spend your time and stamina just sitting there and doing the battles, which is fine. But if you have been using the same team like I have, it does get kind of boring. But like I said, I'm getting more units so we can expand, and maybe that's something I should do instead of just trying to rush story. However, what I'm trying to do is have a free to play account that I can max out as fast as possible and for fun. So maybe what I should be doing is instead of focusing on pushing for story, pushing side stories as well, and then like challenge stuff, like for challenge stuff, just like update. I've pushed for some Firestone stuff. I guess I gotta push higher now because I don't even have the stones. So I'm gonna have to start pushing higher for that. I don't even know if I can beat Fire because Siren and Rona are both Earth heroes and they're gonna be weak, so they're gonna die really fast. And I haven't pushed for Dark at all, but for the other ones I have. Earth I pushed pretty far because I have been going ham on Rona and well Siren because both of them I need to upgrade. Laplas I kind of left on the side for now because she is really good, but being a single target unit, she does get an extra turn after she kills with the third skill, but most of the time you want to use that on the boss and you can never kill the boss in one hit. That's just not going to be a thing unless it's like a mini boss and they're super weak. So yeah, I just put it on the side. I like the AoE that Akari brings plus the defense down and resilience because it's been super helpful, right? And this is the thing that I'm going to say. Akari is a must get. A must get. And that's the reason why I've been using her, is because of the defense down. She gives the enemy team resilience down. It's so good. It's so good. And the best place I found where she is insanely good is here in the Infinite Quarter and in the Deeps, the Arc Demon's Ruins. The Arc Demon's Ruins. So good. Why? Because in each of these ruins, what you want to get is these charms, right? These legendary charms are all 5-star. They're very good, and they all help your. They're ridiculous. They basically you need them in order to do consistent chain skill. Just activating your chain skill multiple times, and then also to gain AP so that you can either get more chain points or just deal ridiculous amount of damage and have some cool animations, which is part of the game, and I love that. Um, that seems interesting. Attacking with an advantageous element. This is really good, actually. This is yeah. I mean that makes sense. Tactician charm because you would usually go into a dungeon or whatever. It's not dungeon. There's other names for stuff in the game. I'm just putting that as an example. You would go into that like prepared, so you would bring heroes that are strong against that element type. So this is very good, and it increases your team's defense by 10%. Wait, what? By 10%? Oh my god. Um. Hmm. So now I'm thinking, right? Leo is a fire unit, right? So if I actually upgrade Laplas, interesting. Um, I guess we'll have to clear 7 and then move on from there. we're not gonna do that in this video because it's gonna take a while. If y'all do want gameplay, I can, but I want to get my computer first because it is available on the computer with through Google Play. So the graphics will be less choppy, and also like I can stop missing this skip button because my fingers are fat and the buttons are pretty small. So I've pushed up to stage 9 in the food because it's pretty easy actually, and you can push up to like stage 10. I can probably push up to stage 10 now. This It's been a while since I've tried to push for Ban the Chase. But yeah, I mean, you don't really. I might push actually before I clear this because I need that. I need to use those extra daily rewards if you know what I mean. Um, yeah, now that's another thing that I love, extra daily rewards. So for gear, I haven't really been pushing anything else but these because counterattack, accuracy, speed mostly because I have two rangers and I need them to outspeed everything so that I can priority down the team with Valentine. And then, of course, sometimes I don't know. She has a weird mechanic, Akari. She like sometimes starts before my Valentine, sometimes not. It doesn't really mess up because they both go first anyway before the bosses usually. Um, so it doesn't really mess up anything on my team, but it's just weird. Usually, well, it depends. It actually depends, but usually you want Valentine to go first because she's gonna give Akari the crit chance and crit damage. But there's also the fact that Valentine does a decent amount of damage on her third skill, and if she has a defense down from the ultimate from Akari, I mean, it still does a lot of damage. So yeah, and then there's the critical strike as well. So I really want the evasion. I think from, oh no, from this one, right? Is this the one with the evasion? Critical hit, yeah, evasion. So I want evasion and speed because my team is just like a very greedy chain point and damage dealing team, but they're very fast at dealing damage. So I feel like if they were able to just avoid most of the damage and able to outspeed the team pretty well, we'll be fine. And then I'd give the evasion to Rona and Siren because then I mean my healer won't be hit and my tank won't be hit, so I will have to heal them less. Um, and then there's also effectiveness, which I think I might put in because Akari is really fast, so I might just get an effectiveness set that has speed as substats. Um, so that's why I'm pushing for this as well, so that I can eventually get the 6 star pieces because they're going to be ridiculous. But it'll help her land all of her debuffs, and then eventually I can do Laplace gameplay, and then Laplace will just kill everybody because she might like one shot bosses. Honestly, if I get her to 6 star, because Laplace scales her third skill off of the amount of debuffs, and Akari puts on 4, and then she will increase. Well, it's 3, I think, guaranteed 3, and if they don't have a debuff, then she adds another one, which is the resilient or the resilience down, so that you can land debuffs, which is interesting because I feel like you should use that skill first, but she doesn't gain another turn. That's what I think. They should have given Akari a second turn on her second skill. Because like here's the thing, right? She's really good, but her skills kind of like they need to go all at once. Right, because she attacks all enemies, 85% chance decreased duration, all debuffs an enemy by 1 turn, and then it inflicts reduced resilience, which is really good, but Juzumaro Sungetsu, Juzumaro Sunetsugu, 80% chance inflicting unbuffable and reduced defense. So, I mean, you can increase it up to 100%, so maybe it doesn't matter once you max her out, but at the beginning, you kind of do want to be using that skill first to guarantee the defense down, especially against other types like dark that are strong against yours. But to be fair, she is light, and again, you don't face a lot of dark. You do face some dark bosses, but you don't face a lot of dark enemies in general. So it might be fine. It's been fine for me. Like I can pretty much speed clear with her. When I say fine, it means I've been having a blast. I've been having fun, and there's really nothing to worry about. Yeah, getting her to that level 5 though seems kind of also pretty necessary. She also does not deal a lot of damage in some situations, but in some situations she deals like 20k with her freaking ultimate. Like it is ridiculous. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the RNG of the game, but like she's kind of like a loose cannon on my team. Sometimes she just performs ridiculous, and sometimes she's just there to boost the damage of my team by putting the defense down. That's pretty much it, and doing obviously some damage. Um, what else did I push? I mean, yeah, that's all I've been doing, like the arena, Archdemon's Ruins, because I've been getting all those talismans. All right, right. I guess I can show you that. Sorry, not talisman. Oh yeah, they are talismans. Legendary talisman. Um, so I have all of these now, which is amazing. And yeah, so Mage's Charm on Akari because she's literally attacking everyone with two of her skills. I could probably put it on Rona actually. The problem is that her skills don't say attack all enemies. So I think that's the trigger to actually this. And also it's team effectiveness. Like what more you want to give Akari? Hey, so it's a really good charm on her. Or talisman, whatever you want to call it. I guess they're charms, but then it says legendary talents. Okay, whatever. Because yeah, so if we like just to check real quick. So if we go to Rona, I do think her second and third skill attack all enemies. Like it says that. It says attacks all enemies. But her second skill only attacks two enemies. Um, and I mean, yeah, I guess I do use Rona's third skill a lot. But the problem is I don't use. I guess I try and save her second skill because she can do a. I have her at 5 stars, so if I get her third AP card, she pierces through the enemy's defense. She does a ridiculous amount of damage. She heals a lot, and it's just disgusting. Especially when there's one enemy, she will literally do 20k with her second hit, and like 7k with the first. Like it's ridiculous. You get almost 30k with her. I mean, I do have her at level 72, and upgraded to 73, upgraded to level 3 or whatever. Yeah. Um, and I do have a decent set of gear on her, so it's not bad gear. Um, then yeah, I do have this, which I can probably change. I mean, this is an Akari. I could give you Rogue's Charm, I guess. Yeah, because I don't really. The Enrage doesn't matter. I guess we'll give you Rogue's Charm. There is this. But the thing about using the ultimates is that they take a while to get on cooldown. It is really good on Valentine because she is going to use her skill a lot. But the thing is, the Rogue's Charm is probably one of the best ones in the game because you get Valentine, you basically guarantee the crit on your team. You only need like an extra 25% crit, maybe, just to get like 75 crit in total, which is pretty doable. So I think multiple copies of Rogue's Charm is just ridiculous, especially with Valentine, because your team is going to be hitting those crits pretty easily. Um, yeah, and then you get like the team effects are just ridiculous. So this is team defense. What This is team health. Requires time when using a non-attack skill. Yeah, that's what all this changed. So they all do the same thing, but they have different stats. I see. Interesting. And that one is a 5 star. The one I have equipped on Rona, the legendary talisman Rogue's Charm. And then the rest of these are 4 stars. So the 5 star that I have here, I'm pretty sure you get from the story, right? Or is that something I pulled? Because if it's something I pulled, beep, yes. So I think it might be doable to do some content. But yeah, as you can see, I have ridiculous speed gear on my Valentine because that's I mean you need speed on her. 20 plus 25% speed is ridiculous. There's also some evasion. She has crit chance and crit damage on herself as well, which is just like okay, some speed substat there. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is a 5 star legendary helmet with speed as a substat. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's totally fair. And I haven't gotten crazy weapons and accessories yet, so I do have to wait for that. Oh, I think I do have some. Actually, no, I do have some stuff. Yeah. So it increases her effectiveness, which is good for her second skill. Which is literally what Rona does. Like if you look at her second skill, um, you use it to heal. Oh wait, no, it's her third skill. Sorry, the defense. Sorry. Um, so you use her ultimate obviously first, and you want to take damage, right? Because her second skill is going to heal. The third skill doesn't heal. Right? Okay, no, it doesn't heal. So that's why you want to use her third skill like instantly, and you get that increase, not effect. Sorry, effectiveness, not resilience. I was about to say that. And you want her at max health. So obviously you would use the ultimate as soon as possible because whether you go first or you're attacked, you just want to do it when you're at the highest HP possible, and then it'll increase your effectiveness. Like that is just amazing. So nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I don't have anything else. I did want to mention that at the beginning because that is something that they have. Um, but yeah, I think, like I said, they should increase the amount of shards you get, which they did. But I think they should increase like the amount of challenges you can do. I think 4 characters. Well, it would be technically 8. So 4 characters would be 3 star, and then 4 of them would be rare. But you should only unlock it after a certain amount of time, or you can unlock, subsequently the next two, like after clearing a certain floor or corridor or whatever. Like they can make a restriction on it, so it's not like, oh yeah, early game you can just kind of speed blitz, and then late game you're just grinding like crazy. That's it. um, so they have to do it like you're continuously with the same progress as you continue, and you're just doing more stuff, but because you have more characters and heroes, um it's actually technically the same amount of progress because you're building heroes, and yeah, you're building more units at a time, but you're also getting more units. They're adding more units to the game. So overall, you're gonna have to grind still more for those units, and it's just a way to keep up with that progress. That's the problem with this light, right? They release too many espers too goddamn fast, and then their gacha is completely diluted. It's impossible to get anything. Then they added the divinate and completely destroyed the gacha. That's what I'm saying. It's not specifically for the fact that, and the gacha hasn't been nice to me in this game either, but I still love it because it's been giving me dupes of heroes that I have 3 star. um, but again, it's the thing where gacha games slow down. Why is that a thing? I understand the need for different content, but slowing down to the point where it's literally a paywall is, I think, a sin of the past that the gacha game industry needs to realize will only disin, disincentivize players to even continue the game. That's it. That's all I'm saying. It is just one thing that will completely annoy people, and they can add other stuff to the game. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they'll add other stuff to the game that will give you more pieces, and if that happens, great. I'm all here. I'm all here for that. But yeah, I still think that the shard should increase. Not right now. I'm doing fine. But it is slowing down, and I think that's a bad sign because usually a month is when you should start to feel the slowdown. As far as I'm concerned, for free to play, because that's what it was for Dislight. That's what it was for Mobile Legends. That's what it was for a lot of games. I mean, that's usually how they get you in the gacha game industry, right? They hook you for about a month, and then they really slow down the like the progress, and you really just gotta pay to have the same progress. And that's the problems that all of these gacha gaming have in general. And that is what I'm trying to fix by creating these videos, by first educating my audience, having them understand so that they can do their own decisions for games, whether that is pay money, which I don't suggest until you are sure that the game is free to play friendly and you will get your money's worth. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thank you guys. I said it again. God, sorry. It's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm tired as and I should go to bed. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. As always, AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support, helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 132 subscribers last time checked, so y'all are amazing. Keep going. When I get my computer, it'll be much smoother videos with gameplay. So yeah, and I can do Magic videos again, Magic MTG Arena. Yeah, as always, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.